Welcome back. Time check is 7:19. The 40th Annual America's Junior Miss Program's national finals are now in the last week. And of course, there are some incredibly bright and talented young ladies competing in the program for scholarship dollars.
And we get to meet two more contestants this morning. They are Hawaii's Junior Miss, Meseret Matiku, and Florida's Junior Miss, Emily Fletcher. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Mobile.
Good morning.
So nice to meet you. And it was interesting to see for you, Meseret, that you have a sister who was here before. You've got a family tradition going on, huh?
Yes, we do.
Came here, what, in 1993?
93, that's right.
And was she your motivator?
Actually, she was the first person in my family to try out in the Junior Miss program. And my other sister, who's 2 years older than me, she competed at the state level. So I'm the last one to carry out the tradition.
Well, that's wonderful.
Is there more pressure on you to win this thing this time?
I don't feel the pressure too much. I think it's all positive, and I think I'm channeling all the support and all the comments I get from my family and my friends. I'm channeling it well.
Outstanding.
Well, Emily, you're sort of a neighbor to us.
I'm only 3 hours away, actually.
And tell us about some of your aspirations.
Well, I hope to go into music theater. I'm going to the Bachelor of Fine Arts Music Theater program at Florida State. And from there, I plan to move to New York. So hopefully Broadway will be in my future one day.
So we get a chance to see you on the stage one day. Talk about staying close to home like that, because you happen to grow up in Tallahassee and there's a fine school there, but usually most people go away.
It was hard for me because my whole life I had promised myself I would leave Tallahassee and go away. But Florida State has such a good music theater program that it was silly financially and as far as the program is concerned to leave such a good school that I had, even though it was right in my backyard.
We give Burt Reynolds a call, too.
Well, Meseret has decided that she's going to become a pediatrician. That's outstanding. And tell us how you came about that and why that particular aspect of medicine.
Well, I spent 3 summers of my high school years volunteering for a summer fun program, and I spent pretty much 8 weeks of each of those 3 summers spending about 8 hours a day with kids. And last summer I worked in a science program, and I realized that I really have a strong drive to do scientific work. So I put my 2 joys in life together and I figured out that pediatrics may be the right field for me.
Outstanding. You always need good doctors, especially for the children. We are real concerned about that area. When you made the trip over here to Mobile, Emily, you're just a few hours away, so you're accustomed to the weather change. What's it like in Hawaii this time of the year in comparison to this tropical weather we have here in Mobile?
Well, the temperature is very similar. It's the humidity that's the big different factor. Hawaii has a lot of trade winds. It's much more breezy than it is here. So temperature-wise, I'm fine. It's just the moisture that's getting to me.
As both of you ladies look at the different issues that you find young people confronted with today, what would each of you say would be an area that you would like to see addressed for young people, either by themselves or the nation take on as an area that they would help clean up for young people today?
I really think that far too often people, especially children, sell themselves too short, and they don't aspire to be all they can be as far as education or their career goals are concerned. And just if more children would continue their education and go after what they really love to do, that would make me really happy.
That's right.
A big problem in Hawaii is the value of our education and the standards that many of our students aren't quite reaching. And I think that it's both up to the parents of students and the teachers to raise the standards of achievement and to focus on getting a good education, because that's what's going to get you somewhere in the future. And kids need to realize that that's the path they need to follow and work on.
Outstanding. On Sunday morning, if either one of you wake up and you are America's Junior Miss, what will be your platform? Will it be these type of issues?
Education will definitely be one of the prime stands I take.
Also, keeping arts in schools would be one of my strong points, because with the lack of funding for education now, that's what's getting cut first. And I think that that's sort of tragic.
So true. We've seen that here in our local area, too.
Less than a week left. The Junior Miss participants are working hard to get everything ready before their big night.
All 50 girls were busy this morning rehearsing their big dance numbers for Saturday's America's Junior Miss contest. Each has hopes of taking home the coveted title. Who will it be? Well, you can find out right here on Fox 10.
The program begins at 6:30 Saturday with a pre-show event. Then the competition itself gets underway at 7. You don't want to miss it. Only 1 week left and America's Junior Miss program is kicking into high gear tonight. Half of the hopefuls took to the stage earlier, preparing for their 90 seconds in the spotlight this weekend. Technical rehearsal for this weekend's main event kept these young women on their toes all morning. Meantime, the other half faced a panel of 5 for the long-awaited interview.
Luckily, I was prepared for that. They asked me a lot about the Paula Jones case and the Kelly Flynn situation. So I was prepared with facts for those issues, but they were still controversial issues that I was, a little bit nervous about.
Later, the young misses will cool down from all today's work at a dinner and pool party. We will be there live at 6.